Disclaimer. This is a work of satirical fiction. Any resemblance to real places or situations is purely coincidental and exaggerated for comedic effect. The story intentionally contains factual inaccuracies and absurdities as part of its artistic expression.
Well, now we're in the Valley of the Kings, which is a bunch of big mountains, basically, with giant tombs inside, built deep into the mountain. Kind of interesting. This one apparently is Seti, who I don't know anything about. But I'm kind of doing this video solo again because we went through another few massive, this has been insane. So I think I'm starting to understand what's going on here. So we're opening up all these things and they're actually enabling more oversoul to enter into people, including oversoul memories. And so my daughter had just a massive one a couple hours ago. So she's not manning the camera right now. Where she, actually another guy on this trip, they had a past life together, many past lives, and he betrayed her numerous times, but she still loved him in past lives, and he didn't love her as much. And she had all the grief of that come out, which was pretty intense. And then my nanny had an incredibly intense, I was gonna take some video of it, but it was so extreme, sadness and crying and screaming, that I thought it wouldn't be very kind of me to take video of her doing that. But apparently she had a past life that she remembered where the temple fell and she was a flame bearer, and she was basically unseen and abandoned by the masculine, basically. So it was a feminine masculine sort of a thing. And she had all the memories of that come back. And it was pretty intense. So this has been a pretty intense trip here. But Christoph and so many of these people here, oh, that's the guy who betrayed my daughter.
Papá. Pero ahora eres como... Adiós.
He is not the guy. He's the soul.
Yeah. The soul, not him.
Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. How do you feel about all of what happened there?
Yeah, I feel a lot of links in regards to the relationships in this lifetime and the threads of me betraying and feeling so much guilt and shame, and yeah, I'm so happy to have found this thread, and hopefully I can have some better relationships now in this life.
And how do you feel after? ¿Cómo sientes?
I feel like I was dying, like, and I didn't want, and I just told him, like, I can't leave your soul. But then I say, okay, you want this, and I need this, and then I just said, like, okay, let's do this, and then Christoph helped me, and now I'm like free, but it's still duele un poquito todavía.
It still hurts.
Yeah, but I feel
But you
free.
feel much better,
Yeah.
like you've released yourself from this
Sí, que siempre pasaba lo mismo. Que él y yo teníamos, siempre estaba lo mismo problema con mis cosas.
She had many past lives and they always had the same problem.
Él siempre se iba y déjame como, tus problemas, no me importa. Y yo siempre estaba como, no, por favor, no te vayas y cosas. Y ahora yo dije como, oh, ok, porque él siempre déjame. Y esta vez yo dije, ok, yo voy a hacer primero. Adiós. Ahora estoy mejor.
Our guys hopefully translated that. But she's now cleared from that recurring.
No más almas.
They're done.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty incredible. ¿Quieres hacer la cámara? Oops.
Estaba un trampa. It was un trampa.
So yeah, it's pretty incredible. All these. Oh yeah. Pretty incredible. I know a lot of people out there probably think, oh, you guys are all crazy, but like they actually are. Like my daughter, it was almost like a ayahuasca trip or something, and she was like in it. Like it was like reliving it all, and feeling all of the emotions of it all, which actually is really good to heal all that. That's like healing your oversoul traumas, because you can heal yourself and your traumas in this life, but then if you heal your past lives, which I know some people go, there is no past lives. Okay. Well, none of this is real. This isn't real. None of it's real. But anyway, yeah, so pretty incredible. This has been, I don't even know what to say. Oh, here's our nanny. We can ask her how she's feeling now. ¿Cómo sientes ahora?
Mejor, más ligera.
Más ligera.
Él se siente más ligero también.
¿Es día de la limpieza?
Ya escuchaste.
Que no grabamos. Que es día de la limpieza. ¿Es día de la limpieza? Elio.
So I think it's actually good too that she went through all that, because she's with our son all the time and she just let go of this massive amount of trauma. I think, I think a lot of people have these things, but they just don't even know. So if you get on the virtual tour, you can actually learn more about all this stuff. And like Christoph said, you might feel actually you might have a really hard time when it all comes in. You might be puking or screaming, but it's actually good. That's the release that you need to move on. ¿Viste, Christoph?
Ocupado con esta persona porque él se siente muy mal por las energías.
¿Quién? Oh, okay, so I was going to go talk to Christoph, but they're helping a guy who works here because now he's getting these energies. No. So all around us, people are popping off. So Christoph's helping him. And there's a whole bunch of guys here that all work with Christoph, and they all know how to help, and they do all these sort of things to help people get through it. So yeah, pretty wild. I really don't even know what to tell you. But it is beautiful here. Yeah, no vas. So beautiful here. And I already went through mine with the iboga, as I said earlier, I think. Although we'll see, because, there's always lots of things happening. But maybe we'll talk to these people.
I don't like. Hi, hello.
So we're just talking about how many people have been popping off. Like even the guy who works here has been popping off right now.
Oh yeah, if you come in Christoph Nolia's field.
Yeah.
It's just like.
You've seen it quite a bit, I guess?
Yeah, every tour.
Every tour.
Every time there's a tour or we go to a different country, it's a pop-a-thon.
And you never know where it's going to be. It's
right.
Just, in the store.
It just happens.
In the middle of a temple.
Yeah.
You just go with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
But it's collective energy. The thing is about these pops is it's like collective energy can be coming through, and like big karmic pieces for people, personal and collective. but they come through all at once because of the group container, and the field is so strong and big that it can move through finally. So that's where you get a lot of pops. Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
It is. Never a dull moment.
No. All right, I think we'll wait for Christoph to finish and we'll talk to him afterwards about all this stuff, but he's actually over there right now helping a guy doing all his energy work with him. And you might actually be feeling some of this yourself. I've actually heard from a few people. They're starting to feel these things just because we're changing the collective energy, as Dan was saying, the world energy, and you might even be feeling these things. So if you are, just know that it's a normal part of the process. We're not trying to make you feel sick or sad or cry or scream or angry, but it's good when you let that out, you'll actually free yourself from it and actually feel it. But yeah, we'll leave it until Christoph is done, and we'll ask him his thoughts. I just
turned it on then?
Yeah, I just turned it on just now.
So after we did our ritual, the guard who's been here all his life passed out because his system got such a shock to the change of frequency because he was used to all the density through here. And his system, he's had a past life here, and his system was caught up in the mimic threads. So when we lifted the mimic field out and the clean, more crystal streams flowing through, his system just basically went into shock and overdrive and collapsed, and he passed out. And he came through very shocked and was trying to figure out where he was. And then the man in blue, he was here when we were doing our ritual. He went away, and then he came back, and he just, when I was speaking to the guy, what's happened? Like, it's much lighter. What's happened? So he could feel it as well. So it's interesting when people have been here all their life, and then one passes out, the other one's, what's going on? You know that something's happened. Yeah. So I guess I just tune into your video for your viewers.
Sure.
This place originally used to be not so much about the burial chambers. This is before the fall happened. This place was a river and a current where essentially souls could come and integrate between lifetimes and restore all the memories across all lifetimes. And the souls would come down in here and pick threads up. And then if someone was embodied, people would actually come and walk through here, especially the architects, the builders, the vault builders, people who were going to build something. They could then receive kind of more of their purpose in their scroll and their memories of past lives and integrate everything. So after the fall, what happened when the Egyptian civilization began to build, the priests and the mimic priests especially and the pharaohs could feel the frequency and current of this place still a little bit alive. So they wanted to immortalize themselves by being buried here, so their memories could live on forever. But of course, over time, all that burial and all that death energy started to create these black threads through the stream, and it sort of blocked off all that passageway of current so that people would get blocked off from their memories. And so that's what we did today, was to restore all of that and knock their socks off by the look of it. So job done.
Been knocking a lot of people's socks off. Breeze earlier, Naomi again earlier.
Yes, it's great having your family here because the Mexican culture is very, very open emotionally, right? So basically that larger consciousness that wants to process looks for an exit point. And so those people that have the past lives and the alignments to it, that energy looks for a body to process out because the human body can process it out. So Breeze was processing a lot of the grief of the unseen. All the women who have been in service or servitude, not acknowledged, not seen, not recognized for their service. And she had a past life thread in here with a pharaoh who dropped into the mimic and the control and the hierarchy. She tried to keep it true, and she was suppressed and forgotten. And that memory came flooding back through her body, and she had a massive emotional release.
Massive.
It was a big wave rolling through. And then there was a very beautiful little thing we did at the end to re-imprint love, appreciation, being seen, where we did a little ceremony ritual where all the group was able to give her a hug and loving eye gaze to see her and acknowledge her, to re-imprint that. Now she can broadcast that new signal out into the collective.
amazing. So a lot of people be asking, how do you know all this stuff about like her past lives and all this? Like you seem to just know all this.
Yeah, so over time, basically 10, 15 years of doing this work, first up, you begin to recognize the tells, the threads and the patterns. Then more recently, as we've gone on and on and on, a layerized consciousness is able to access more higher and higher realms, and then the streams of intelligence is able to move through. We're through that, we can access archives in a library that during one of our root initiations we were able to revive, called the Melchizedek Mystical Library, and that has the record not only of every soul, like the Akasha records do, but it has the record of every soul and every soul interaction. So it records all the interactions between souls and in every soul. So tap into that archive as like a frequency, and then it comes through and the information wells up.
Incredible. I had one guy email me, he's like, Christoph stole the name Melchizedek, he's an imposter. What would you say about your name, Christoph Melchizedek?
Yeah, so essentially it's my lineage, spiritual lineage, is where my threads of my consciousness have emerged from. And of course, people have a lot of programming and conditioning and have recognized that name perhaps potentially in the Bible. So I can assure it wasn't stolen, it's my original name from that particular priest lineage, the Order of Melchizedek. So I've remembered that lineage, and at least my first name, my Melchizedek wasn't my birth name. I don't mind sharing that, of course, but it's a name that I was prompted for many years to fully embody, so I could fulfill my purpose. If I was going to fulfill my purpose, I had to reconnect with my true spiritual origins. So that's a stream of consciousness. That is my eternal name. The temporary birth names are here, changed birth time to birth time to birth time. And in this lifetime, I ended up keeping my first name, which is in my birth name, and I took on this line of Melchizedek because it's my true spiritual lineage. And if I was to fulfill my purpose, I needed to take it. And it honestly took me 2 or 3 years to have the courage to do that, because I was very resistant to it. I was a little bit sort of caught in my attached to my identity, my earth identity, but in the end I had to let it go if I was to fulfill. I wouldn't be doing any of this work if I hadn't have claimed, not claimed, but was remembered my original essence, my original signature, my original name, my original line, and then embody it. So it's not necessarily stealing anything, it's re-remembering who I truly am.
Great. Anything else you want to say, or?
No, other than this.
Anyone else want to say anything?
Just want to say hi to the group.
Yeah, here's the whole group.
Basically, everyone here is having their own experiences in their bodies, and I think you can all agree that this is not stuff you can make up, is it? Right? There's a lot of Jeff's audience who are very new to this work, and some are very skeptical of it. And we get it, we understand, but you're all witnessing and experiencing things that you can't explain in the books. But it all kind of makes sense when we kind of thread it together. Everyone on a wave.
Anyone want to say anything on BitChute? I'm on BitChute. I know you've never heard of it, but no, nobody.
Yeah, sure.
Where's Colby actually? Oh, there he is. It's Colby, right?
Kobe, yeah.
Yeah, Kobe.
Kobe, yeah.
Kobe, sorry. So he's another guy who's got the Tesla machine on this tour.
Yep.
You're from Australia, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
So how's your experience been with the Tesla machine?
It's like a turbo booster. The trajectory is just, it's like a turbo.
You've said you've had some sort of like miraculous sort of things.
I've seen a number of things that are borderline miraculous.
Yeah.
Quite a lot. Yeah, in the last 6 months or 8 months that I've had it.
Yeah. Anything in particular you could mention?
I had quite an old guy who's around 80 years old, and he was being fed through a tube and a really infected leg, and the doctors were going to amputate his leg. And I was using the machine on him once a week for 25 minutes or so, and that infection disappeared in 6 weeks, and the doctors didn't have to amputate his leg. So that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I've heard of that numerous times. Numerous people are going to have their legs amputated, and someone got them to the Tesla machine, and a few weeks later they're like walking and fine.
Yeah, I mean, he was a bit older and has the older mindset, but he was saying, oh, it's the antibiotics. But I mean, he'd been on antibiotics the whole time anyway, so there was not much else that had changed.
Cool.
So
and I know you've said that you get a real like energy from the machine, right?
Yeah, I feel it all through my body, and here is very similar. It's that plasma energy that Christoph talks about.
Yeah, so like I don't actually feel the way that you do. Like I don't feel this incredible. I have a lot of energy, but I don't feel it.
It's like a buzzing and like tingling through the body, almost orgasmic.
Almost orgasmic.
And it sort of comes out through my body. It's it's a bit different.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad
hard to describe.
I'm glad you got one here on this trip because. Makes it easier if a few of us have it, because there's actually a lot of people who really need it, actually. I was talking to a few.
Yeah.
But, that's awesome. Well, thank you very much. All right.
One thing to say.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, so just on the note that you said that people are skeptical, I think Christoph mentioned that you've got a lot of friends. I mean, because like...
Let's walk over here a little less noisy.
Yeah. Also because like... I do a lot of work myself, and so there's always a lot of skepticism when you're gonna like anything that you do and you do lots of, or you haven't done anything. Skepticism is good. Skepticism means you considering it, you reflecting on it.
It's understandable.
You're looking at the data available to you. But what I kind of like figured out for myself, and this is something that I had to work through this particular journey, is to kind of like focus on the things that work and the things that matter to you personally and how you interpret that and how it becomes meaningful for you in your life, and not getting caught up with first of all of it making sense, even if it doesn't have to make all of it sense to you, not at this moment in time. But the idea is what parts of the whole actually working for you and are meaningful to you, and you can utilize in your everyday life and in your journey to enhance your life from a place of being dull to being more activated, more conscious, more enlivened, even through just pure interaction on a field that you don't normally interact with. Just being more explorative, because we are experiential beings. We need exploration. Otherwise we get stagnant. If we keep doing what we always been done, then we're always going to get what we always got. And that becomes really kind of like mundane and banal in a sense. Yeah, so kind of like that's kind of like the thoughts that have been playing in my mind, kind of like listening to what kind of like's been brought up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate
it. There's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff. It's a lot of deep work, and it's a lot of affirmations. There's a lot of affirmations that are very empowering.
Yeah, that's one thing, like that even myself, when I first met Christoph and started working with him, he'd say things like, okay, just say this, right? And he'd say, like, I am one with whatever, or whatever it was.
Invocation,
right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, this seems stupid, like, I'm just saying something. But it actually, you're speaking it into existence in many ways, right?
Yeah.
And you're actually making it like a real part of your life, which, like, I came from a background where this stuff's all crazy, right? And but I've seen it now that all this stuff actually works. So like even just affirmations, right? So for many of you out there, if you're feeling, kind of your life's not great, or you feel bad, or you're depressed, or you're sad, or whatever it is, just try little things like say, I am happy, or I feel good, or and say it over and over, and it actually starts to create it, right?
Where it is creation, we know that even in the business world, even in the very kind of like mundane world, we have to say something, then we have to write it down, then we have to bring others into that thought, and then we create. So it all starts with sound, with vibration, with the thought. So
it starts with the thought and then the vibration through this.
And once you have written it down, like any business plan or anything that you do, only becomes meaningful then.
Yeah, totally. Oh, great, thank you.
I work with business leaders, and so I was very curious when you were asking those things, because I myself as an engineer, and I started my life as being very skeptic about everything. But over the years,
Let's hope my cameraman doesn't die walking backwards.
So we can do it later. We don't.
No, it's fine.
So I just wanted to tell you, if you want to experience energy, one simple thing, you might have tried that already, but it will give you instant feel of energy. Okay, so just bring your. Have you done this before?
I'm not sure.
Bring your hands here.
Yeah.
Just be open to the experience. Okay. If you're open to the experience, you'll definitely get it. Okay, just move your hands slowly away from palm and just say, I'm open and I want to experience the energy. And bring it closer. Now bring your palms closer and feel that magnetic impulse, like when we bring magnets together.
Yeah, I
You're
feel
feeling
it.
that?
Yeah.
Great. Now move back again, slowly, and then you come back again, slowly. See that powerful magnetic?
Yeah.
Like there's a field here, right?
Yeah.
What could be better example than this? So when I experienced this first time in my life, I said there is more to it. And then I started exploring. And what I have found that the people who are skeptics, then they do the research, which becomes very powerful. And so I came to US I was born in India, I came to US searching because I love technology. But I never forgot that India also offered something very powerful, and which I was skeptic in the beginning. But now more and more I begin to see these things, begin to put it together. Then everything, I think what I have realized is that we are simply unprogrammed when we are born, and then our programming begins.
Yes.
And we bring some software into us in an engineering language, and then we get to start programming.
Yeah.
And by 7 or 8, our basic subconscious is done. What Carl Jung used to call subconscious, it's done. And after that, we keep repeating that pattern.
Right.
But at some point in time, we wake up and we realize that we have a choice. We don't have to live with that software we have developed or we are given by family or friends. Or we have a choice to create the life we want to create.
Absolutely.
And that's where we begin to create the life. And what I have come to believe, life is nothing but stories. And you go all over the world, different stories. I'll take you to Mount Kailash, and they have a different story because you go around that and they say, if you don't surrender your ego, you cannot go. And I just did it in June this year. So Tibetans, they look at that mountain, they have a different story. So life is stories, but if you get passionate pick any story you like and get passionate about it, and you'll begin to inspire people. They'll begin in your story, you'll begin in your story, and pretty soon that story becomes real. Because that's how we are creating reality, by imagining things. Like Einstein used to say, imagination is everything. So we imagine and we get passionate about it. Other people get attracted to us. Like, perfect, Christoph, that's exactly what he's doing. He believes in something and is attracting people, and all of us are doing that. And it's giving us that power. Like, whether you believe it in the story or it doesn't matter. If you go back from here believing that you have been empowered or you have been given this great power to make a difference in the world, you will make a difference in the world. That is the beauty.
Yes.
So whatever you believe, the answer is yes. If you believe it's true, it's true. If you believe it's not true, it's not true. So it's up to us. So
I agree.
In the business world, that's what, because in business world we can't use this language, because they don't like it. Even the spirituality was hard. But now I think in America, India also, the spirituality is more acceptable now. But I think going beyond that, past life and all that, you'd lose people. But instead of that, if we can just give them experience, because ultimately you cannot deny this experience. Whatever you are experiencing, that's yours to keep. Right? So that's, if we can build on experiences, because everybody wants to be happy, healthy and humane. I haven't met anybody who says, I want to be miserable. So how can we make this world happy, healthy and humane? Very simple. And I think my formula is, we are well. I call it well-being formula, well. So I am whole, we are enough, we are light and we are love. We are well. So if we can just keep thinking that we are whole, we are enough, abundance, there is a light and there is love, then I think we can turn this place around and make it a beautiful world. So lovely to meet you, and keep your whatever work you're doing. Great. Where are you based?
I'm on BitChute.
Which city?
Oh, I live in Mexico most of the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I lived in Miami 30 years, and now I'm building a community of well-being in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
So if you ever come to Orlando, come. We're trying to build a community on these ideas.
Do you have a website or anything?
Oh yeah, Global Wellbeing Network.
GlobalWellbeingNetwork.com?
It's called globalwellbeing.us.
GlobalWellbeing.us. So check it out.
Yeah, Dinesh Chandra. Dinesh means sun, and Chandra means moon. So Dinesh, DINESHCHANDRA Chandra. I'm on LinkedIn.
All right.
LinkedIn?
No, I'm banned on LinkedIn.
You're not LinkedIn.
They banned me.
Why?
I'm banned almost everywhere for talking about this stuff.
Oh. So see, this is the problem in the world. So in business world, what we try to do is to only talk in a language where they can connect. And then slowly, like we are doing a program in Bhutan in February. The Bhutan is a city of happiness. So
no, I've never been there actually.
You want to come? We are inviting all the global leaders.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
When?
February 26th to March 1st.
Oh, that's interesting. That's right after our event in Mexico, which is also a meeting of all the most amazing people in the world. It's called Anarchapulco, which maybe you want to come to.
Well, send me the information.
Yeah, I will.
We'll exchange.
Anyway, we should leave it there. The studio's going to be too long.
Yeah.
But thank you very much.
No, it was lovely.
All right, thank you.
I love when people are skeptical. I love that. That's where you can go in. There are some people who don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Then you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, there's some of those watching too, but actually maybe not actually.
But,
I don't actually wonder why they're watching, because a lot of these people are like, you're stupid, this stuff's stupid. It's like, well, why are you still watching? You must see something there, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Do the pan around from my great Krama person. Give her some, thank you. Give her some thumbs up again. She's been.
The video was not too good because I felt like I was failing.
Don't worry, you've had another tough day, but also an awesome day. Yeah. We'll leave it there.
Hello, Anarchapulco, Aaron here. How's it going? I'm super excited to be coming to Anarchapulco next year in Puerto Vallarta, February 2026. I'm here in Orlando at the Joe Dispenza Advanced Retreat, and I'm really excited to be coming to Anarchapulco and leading you guys in meditation. We a lot of talk about having to do the work and doing the work, so let's apply it. Let's do it, and I'm excited to bring some techniques, lead some meditations, and also talk about probably the best opportunity I've seen in health and wealth, probably maybe in my lifetime, in our lifetime. So look forward to sharing all this with you guys.
Freedom in the breeze, oceans hymn, no chains, no pleas, no rulers, no kings, no scripts to recite. Burn the old book, let the phoenix ignite. Rebirth on the sand where the rebels convene. A Genesis scene, mind sharp and keen. Dollars to dust, trust in the soul. Anarchapulco where we break the mold. Anarchapulco where the spirit flies. New dawn, breaking under open skies. No masters, no limits, no chains to choke. This is freedom's fire, Anarchapulco spoke. Anarchapulco where the spirit flies. New dawn, breaking under open skies. No masters, no limits, no chains to choke. This is freedom's fire, Anarchapulco spoke. Beach bonfire starts spark like flint. Ideas ricochet, no permission, no stint. Borders dissolve, minds expand. Every soul sovereign, every mind grand. No contract signed, just a handshake truth. Ancient wisdom reborn in the fountain of youth. Rules crumble like castles at high tide. Revolution lives where the dreamers reside. Golden horizon, the birth of the free. Echoes of laughter, the waves decree. Freedom is anthem, a beat in the chest. Anarchapulco where the restless rest. Anarchapulco where the spirit flies. New dawn, breaking under open skies. No masters, no limits, no chains to choke. This is freedom's fight, Anarchapulco spoke. Anarchapulco where the spirit flies. New dawn, breaking under open skies. No masters, no limits, no chains to choke. This is freedom's fight.
with performing artist Aya May. Anarchapulco opening party on February 15th. Anarchapulco Genesis, February 16th to 20th. A special Free Systems Leadership Summit by Dr. Shiva's Truth Freedom Health Network, February 18th and 19th. The Dollar Vigilante TDV Summit, February 21st. The Crypto Vigilante TCV Summit, February 22nd. Agorapulco, retreats, and other excursions, February 21st to 27th. Bufo and ayahuasca with Bearheart throughout the event. A special Iboga ceremony with Christoph Melchizedek from February 23rd. Bring the whole family. The Anarchapulco Family Camp runs throughout the event with activities for non-lethally injected, free-range, unschooled pure souls. Anarchapulco 2026. Genesis. Puerto Vallarta,